condemnation of the false publication and broadcasting charges levied against Gambian activists, the executive director of Mbekanya Kafo argued that the police has no leg to stand on. Madi Jobate had been charged under the criminal code but was subsequently released on bail for $50,000 and one Gambian sortie. More details of that in this report by Julden Jaiswara.
The executive director of Mbekanya Kafo has called on the police to drop what he called bogus charges levied against Madi Jobate and apologize for infringing in his rights. Speaking on the Good Morning Africa program on Tuesday, Famara Jaune said one cannot be arrested and charged anywhere in the world for merely expressing their opinion, saying it is unfortunate that such is happening in the New Gambia. The Westminster Foundation country representative was invited by police for questioning on Monday, few days after leading a Black Lives Matter protest where he accused the government of failing to investigate instances of police brutality, including the deaths of 3 Gambians. In the view of Jaune, the police are using the same provision that the Jammeh government was using against Gambians, meant to silence them.
And therefore, as right advocates, we cannot just be calling for respect of human rights in the US and elsewhere in the world and ignore blatantly the human rights abuses and violations in our own backyard. We cannot do that. And therefore, Madi is entitled to his opinion, like any one of us. And for the fact that he is trying to hold government accountable, we have to applaud Madi for that. This is what we expect from every citizen of this country, to hold the government accountable, because that's what the 1997 Constitution provides for us to do as citizens, to hold the government accountable and have our opinions heard. And also the Universal Declaration of Human Rights also make the same provision for the citizens to have free access to information, freedom of opinion, and the like. So therefore, I just want to say that the police is just using the former tactics, the tactics of the former regime, of suppressing dissenting opinion, and therefore this is unacceptable in this country, especially in this new democracy that we call.
The human rights defendant, who described the situation as both funny and unfortunate, argued that the police have no case against Mr. Jobate, who he said is neither a journalist nor a publisher to be charged with false publication and broadcasting.
That definitely the way things were going at the time, we're happy with regards to freedom of expression, freedom of the media. But during the past 12 months, you can ask yourself, with all the things happen here, just a few days ago, a journalist was maltreated. You remember Pamodu Bojang and his media house and his colleagues at King FM. So, so Madi also expressing his opinion, even though he's not a journalist, but as a citizen. So all this is an attack on the freedom of the press and freedom of the media. So therefore, the situation for me at the beginning, it was improving, but I think now we are going back to old days of Jammeh. That's my honest opinion. And therefore, citizens have to speak up. We have to speak up against police brutality. We have to speak up against abuse of human rights in this country as citizens.
On the side of the security sector reform, Mr. Jaune argued that there has not been much progress considering the current operation manual of the security apparatus in the country. For iAfrica News, I am Julden Jaiswara.